Educators reaching out to the community, try to figure out the best way to keep our kids safe at school. Now, we've been hearing your questions and your concerns since the shooting in Parkland, Florida, and tonight, Natisha Lance went to get some answers as Fulton County started their conversation with the community.
We're at Banneker High School in South Fulton, where tonight they're holding a public safety meeting where officials here are trying to figure out the best way to keep our kids safe in schools. It's something that has been on the tops of many of your minds ever since the Parkland High School shooting in Florida. You've raised a lot of concerns, you've asked a lot of questions, and tonight we're trying to get you some answers. So I have your questions, and I'm going to ask them to these officials tonight to figure out the best way to keep our kids safe.
We've kind of put the onus back on the whole community. That we need your input and we value your input, and we want to make sure that we're doing everything that we can to keep you guys safe.
Only about a dozen parents and interested citizens met at the meeting and in breakout groups. The goal was to brainstorm ways to keep their children safe. They came up with ideas from monitoring student social media to more mental health care. Two of their main questions are exactly what you have been asking. Will teachers be armed? Here's Fulton County Superintendent Dr. Jeff Rose.
We have not addressed that, nor have we created a position on it.
Right now, Fulton County schools employ the largest police force in the state for a school district, 68 officers, and they are one of only a few agencies across the nation with an active SWAT team. The district is implementing new technology and practices to enhance safety, but the metal detectors you asked about may not be realistic.
If we're going to start school at 3 o'clock in the morning to have a normal instructional day and end it later on, or 24 hours later, that might be an option.
There was a lot of discussion tonight, a lot more questions than answers at this point. But what I can say is that Fulton County Schools is working to do what they can to try to keep kids as safe as possible when they walk through the doors every day going to school. It's an ongoing conversation that we're going to continue to have on our Facebook page as well as at 11Alive. So keep your questions coming to us, and we will continue to get you answers.
All right, thanks, Natisha. Now, the number of school threats have spiked in recent weeks, and it's putting a strain on local agencies. Well, now, one Florida sheriff says he's literally going to make students pay if they make a threat.
Act like a knucklehead, you're going to be a knucklehead in handcuffs.
That's Volusia County Sheriff Mike Chitwood. He says any student who makes a threat against a school in his county will be on the hook to pay for the cost of their response. The starting price is a little more than $1,000, and that's on top of any criminal charges or penalties. He says it doesn't matter if the threat turns out to be a hoax, the students or their parents will pay that bill.